Okay, part two. Part two entails cooking utensils, having stuff on your truck, having food on your truck. Because you get stuck here in Wyoming because Elk Mountain shuts down all the time. I'm not in Wyoming right now. I'm in Colorado. Like I said in my part one, guys, I'm sick. I don't feel good. I took today off so I could get myself feeling better. um, Cooking utensils. Just regular paper plates work good. Just keep a sack of plastic bags so you can clean up your truck, which I'm going to do after this video because my truck's a mess. The one thing I like is if you have an inverter that can handle it, I like to get the Mainstays toaster oven from Walmart. It works pretty good. I've cooked everything in it. French fries, chicken, steaks, cinnamon rolls, hot dogs. I've cooked everything in it, and it works beautifully. Keep your windows ventilated. Keep them open when you're cooking, because you're cooking in a small space, and fumes, when you're cooking, could make you nauseated and possibly sick. So just make sure you have plenty of ventilation when you cook. Making sure that you have writing utensils in your truck. I just carry a regular old pen. Just crappy pen from one of the staffing agencies I used to work at when I was waiting to hear back from this job. That's the one thing. Just keeping plenty of food on your truck. Keeping everything. Food, water. Even if it's top ramen, keep it on your truck. I personally don't keep top ramen on my truck because there's some ingredients in it that I'm allergic to. What else? What else can I talk about? Oh, if you're going into Oregon and Washington, making sure your permits. Check your permits once a week, at most. If you're heading up that way, run your route, okay, before you leave. It's not, you don't have to trip plan. Everybody says, oh, trip planning. Well, some of these dispatchers out here, not my dispatcher, she's really nice. She knows I'll make my loads on time. I told her, she asked me, do you trip plan? I sat there and said, what's that? I've never heard of that. So, what I like to do is, the states that I'm going through, I like to look through my permit book saying, okay, that's good, okay, that's good, okay, that's good. And saying, okay, now what do I do? Okay? You can check your permit book every day. Even though if you know your permits are good. You might miss one and say, oh crap, I'm going through that state today. Like I'm going through Indiana or Pennsylvania or New York City. Making sure your permits are just up to date. Making sure you have all the proper equipment on your truck to make sure that you're legal. Your 3 cones, your permit book, your medical card if they require it through that state. Most of them are electronic now through your driver's license, so they can just look it up and say, oh, he's got a MEC card for 2 years. Okay, good. Or his MEC card's expired. We can't let him leave. Making sure your fire extinguisher is good. When I was coming up through Liberal, Kansas the other day, there was a Peterbilt 379 on fire. It wasn't Liberal. I was going up towards Nebraska, but it was Peterbilt 379, old school truck, nice visor, everything. It was gorgeous. Well, that truck is burnt. That truck is burnt to a char because somebody didn't check their engine or didn't check their brakes to see if their brake shoes were contaminated. Okay, you see any kind of grease on your brakes, okay? Pull over, call breakdown, say, hey, I need somebody out here immediately because my brake shoes are contaminated or my brake pads are contaminated. That's all it is. Guys, I'm going to let y'all go. My voice is gone. Have a nice day. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.